Good morning, Zodiac, and welcome. This is the Soul Family Read. This is for the 7th of December, 2021. Elephant in the room today, astrologically speaking, is once again, ta-da, Venus conjunct Pluto. That's my call. I mean, there's a lot to choose from, but that's a conjunction. Interestingly, you have Mars exactly sextile Pluto today. Now, Venus is not as close as it's going to get, but it's in orb. And I got to tell you, to me, this is a little bit of the energy of being a woman being held down and raped. I hate to use that, but that's the energy that comes to mind. Pluto is power. Venus is the feminine, where we're vulnerable, where we're open, the divine feminine, where the energy enters. And Mars is projective, masculine, it's malefic, it's in Scorpio, okay? I'm not demeaning Scorpio Mars people. That's not the point. But what Mars is doing here at this later degree of Scorpio, okay, I mean, yes, it could be very high vibing, but typically Mars is capable of taking dramatic action. It's self-preservation as well as the ego, and the will and sexuality. And I just see this as being a time where we can be mercenary, in our masculine, feminine nature, in our relationships. This could be going on. You also have Mercury square Neptune, so it's not a great time to make good decisions. This stuff here is hitting me right in a kisser. Bunch of Sagittarius energy for me. And Venus and Scorpio, luckily not in a late degree. This is about values too, kind of being assaulted and maybe transformed, because I think what we have to realize is whatever Pluto's doing, it's got to be for our own good. It represents the soul. Now we'll give him a halo. This Knight of Swords, the bottom of the deck in this 4-card read, okay? And I count that rather heavily. That King of Swords, to me, the overall energy is just saying, God damn it, it's time. It's time. It's time. No more fucking around. It's time to speak up. It's time to stand out. It's time to stand up. It's time to get up. Nothing has to be done. No fist has to be thrown. No blood has to be spilled. But there has to be some power exerted, not force. Power. Okay, power versus force. It's time, and that's the divine masculine. And that's what we're looking at here with this King of Swords. There's nothing bad about divine masculine. There's nothing bad about divine feminine. It's just energy. Insofar that it's been demeaned, I think, to control us all, part of religions, part of our society. Like Terence McKenna said it, find others, Terence McKenna, the bard, he said, culture is not necessarily your friend. It's not necessarily our friend. What's going on in the greater reality, what's going to be seen in these things. I mean, you can all feel, you can see it. It's mounting, it's coming, the tension. It's going to be the same there as it is for us. It just shows what's going on. For me, it's banging my third house. What's that? Communication. What am I doing? Communicating. What's that? Air. What's King of Swords? Air. What's King of Swords? Standing up. Being you're really standing out, being mature, being wise, needing to be. This is the overall energy here, guys, of this reading. So it's a time when our values could feel like they're literally under assault. I'm using the word rape deliberately because I think this could be a very powerful feeling. Because I think a lot of people are feeling this the last few days since this eclipse. Really hard feeling. Charon's making significant aspects. Oh my God, it's getting ready to go direct finally in Aries. Just punching you wherever you hurt. It's like if you broke a bone. It's like the movies where the bad guy sees that you're shot in your arm and grabs it, squeezes it to cause you pain. That's Aries there. But it's getting ready to be relieved. So there's a lot of tension, a lot of tension building. Yes, and many of us, I think we're sitting here kind of in this aftermath energy of these portals. I mean, my God, man, the timelines have been changed so much and the energy's been so strong. It's like all happening, and all you hear about is crazy shit about masks and It's like an insanity. When we consider the time we're in, what we're going through, everything is changing. The Aquarian age is beginning, and here we are, right here in the middle of it. And it's no accident. Wrote ourselves into this script, and there's no doubt. And this is a theme in this whole family constantly now, still needing to heal, being healed, choosing to heal. And the old saying with this is when they came back from battle, they would sleep on a coffin to remind themselves of how close they had come to death. And it was also a way of honoring fallen soldiers, because inevitably they would lose soldiers, friends, possibly. There's that bond with warriors. Again, going with the masculine energy, but there's a special love and a special bond. I don't know it. I've never served in the military. That I think does exist. I believe in past lives. It was all I did. In this life, I came to be something different, do something different. But my heart always lies with the warriors. I really don't think the warriors are the problem, honestly. But here we are. This is our energy right now, in and around manifestation, spirituality, love, and relationships. Four of Swords. I'm feeling it. I think like this guy, just lay back and relax in it, and that's kind of where I'm at. I just noticed too. I noticed it before. Look at the Phoenix rising here. Yeah, yesterday's reading. Check it out. They're timeless readings, Soul Family. It's just put a date, but it's just Soul Family reads are just kind of an adventure and energy. I hope. Wow, and look at what's the block. What's our block? No need to reverse this. The Devil card. Yes, this is what's holding me back. This is what's holding us back. The Devil card here. There's so many feelings about this. I mean, I'm thinking about this so hard. Today, here in Cancun, Mexico, in the morning, right at dawn, but there goes an early worker. Hey, the Mexicans are the most hardest working people in the world. It gotta be. It's amazing, guys. I don't know why the cultures could be so different like that. Maybe because they didn't always have everything handed to them, and learn to appreciate things. But it's amazing. So here we are with the Devil. Speaking of having everything handed to us, I think this is kind of wanting to take the easy way, wanting to satisfy the base needs. This is just human. It's not really a devil. It's inside of all of us. You could say it's a 12th house. You'd say it's a Pisces lower octave energy of just being addicted. Many times this comes with being an empath. I would go to say, man, I bet you most addicts are empaths, and probably many of them don't even know it, right? Don't know it. And that right there could be really helpful, because if you get somebody else who's an empath and knows how to shield and stuff, you can get help with this, and maybe that helps in terms of addictions. But here's takes it more to like a spiritual level. I really feel this so strong. With me, it's like my progressed sun is approaching 29 degrees Aquarius right now, okay? And so this is all kind of interesting. Saturn and Jupiter banging through Aquarius, getting ready to blaze through Pisces, my 7th house, okay? And talk about the Devil here. And so I think like when Jupiter goes through there, addictions are associated with Jupiter too. So 2022 should be a banging year energetically. I think it's going to be a fuckload better than what we've been through in 2021. I think we're going to get the fuck up, and we're going to have to deal with this, right? Because we're going to be alive. And okay, I don't know, say you were, I've never really had a problem being a serious addict. I mean, a love addict, yes, that kind of thing, who knows what else, attention addict, or caffeine addict, me, that kind of thing. But when you're in this energy of really being down, it's like you sort of don't have to worry too much about this, because you're not really healthy enough to do this, to do the things that are hard. All of this is looking for shit outside of ourselves, inside of ourselves, in a toxic, unhealthy way. Like if we're out exercising, nothing unhealthy about that. If we're making love, nothing unhealthy about that. But manipulation and control and fear and all of this stuff that can go in, and not wanting to let go, and just wanting to dwell in the lower pleasures, you know. I think a lot too is fear. For me, I'll tell you, the deepest thing, it's just very hard for me to really trust that everything is perfect, you know. To really kind of give up my will and say, okay, now I get it. Anything that happens, absolutely meant to be. And I have to stay grounded and centered, and it's not so easy. You know, that's the ego. It's like many things that happen from my point of view, no, they are not okay. And so there's this struggle right here. And I see us still in metamorphosis with this Four of Swords. And almost like this as being our blocking is something that we're looking forward to. No sooner than we rise up, here, what do we have to deal with? This. And I mean, you know, we could literally say, get thee back, devil, that kind of energy. Or we could say, come on, we got things to do, but I'll show you what we're going to do, right? You can have your play later when the bedroom door closes. Right now we got work to do here, whatever that work is. Yeah, don't go overboard. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here, okay? Now, this is advice from Spirit. This is for us in terms of relationships, love, spirituality, manifestation, and we're getting the King of Wands here. Not get that in focus quite, but you surely do get the feel of it. Notice the two pillars of fire here go with the wand. His posture relative to the other kings. You can see here, even his face, very stern with what is coming behind this bright light, you know, from the sun. So, you know, and this is advice from Spirit, so I cannot see this anything else. And look at the contrast. One thing, you know, I'm thinking the Pluto sextile Mars is this energy here. It's Pluto in Scorpio in 8th house energy. But it's saying, like, this is our advice: transmute this energy of the devil into mastery and standing out. You know, being brave is the King of Wands, being bold is the King of Wands. You know, the King of Wands, you would be able to be the fool. You know, if someone said, like, don't do that, that's crazy, and you thought, like, nope, this is for me, you know, you're going to do it. Remember, guys, the Phoenix, it's rising. What the hell is this here? This is the Phoenix risen. It's saying it's coming. Second day in a row, same kind of message. Same, very different cards, same kind of message. Very powerful here. Look at the colors. Look how bright. This is saying, like, you're not going to have to play here. Remember the overall energy too. So we have two kings already. All right, no overall energy. I can't take that as advice. And the advice card, in my opinion, is the most important card in this little reading. Outcome. Goddamn, I'll take the Queen of Pentacles all day and all night. I didn't sound right when it came out. Within myself, this is fantastic energy here. We were talking about starting out, about the divine masculine, I think, is emphasized here. But it's important to remember, and here, boy, if that's not divine masculine energy and, you know, projective energy, as opposed to receptive, mediums and psychics, as opposed to Reiki healers, you know, projection healers. And now, but in the end, the outcome is that we're this balanced queen, capable, knowing our value, Queen and the King of Pentacles both. They run the best kingdom. Kingdom is ourselves. So this is also someone we really are taking care of ourselves. We're balanced. We're healed. You know, Queen of Pentacles and have no time for this devil energy. And now, what do you get with the King and Queen of Pentacles? But now, in terms of self, that's spiritually perfect balance, you know. The grounded earth energy, Gaian energy of this Queen of Pentacles with Zeus, the King of the gods, Jupiter, all this fire. That's a nice balance right there. Now, I'm going to tell you, from love and relationship standpoint, if you have any interest, there you go. This kind of energy here is ultimately, if you want it, it's all about intention. This would create a balanced relationship of two mature, stable people. It'd be amazing. Okay, that's down the road a bit, guys, but thank you.